When I started my social media marketing agency back in 2020, my expectations were something like this. Send some cold emails, hire an appointment setter, hire an appointment closer, get rich in a few months. I could not have been more wrong, and as much as I want to call myself an idiot for thinking this way, it's the way that most people think starting a business is actually going to go. But at the same time, everybody wants to get rich in 10 minutes with zero effort. Reality is nobody's giving away the keys to the vault for free. And not even that, there are skills you have to acquire to make this stuff work. So even if somebody gave you all the answers, you'd still screw it up. Honestly, if you stop drinking, stop smoking, get off your phone, that's like half the battle. But at the end of the day, the hard truth is that it's pretty tough to grow a business for the everyday person. There are a lot of changes you have to make to yourself before you're able to pull this off at any meaningful scale. And here's what I mean. There are three things. Anyone good enough to make you a ton of money isn't going to make you a ton of money. They're just going to go off and start their own business. Like if somebody's really, really good and they're like an absolute A player and you're just starting out in your business, like odds are they're going to realize that they're better than you at doing this stuff and then just go off and do it on their own. They can't be bothered to be getting you rich or making you a bunch of money when they could be just doing it for themselves or even just finding a better opportunity, a better job somewhere else to get this same thing done and end up making a lot more money and getting paid their worth. Because odds are in the beginning you don't have very much money. So there's that. And a lot of people will think that, you can just hire overseas, get somebody for super cheap and so on and so forth. And it's going to be easy. You just hire an appointment center and it's all good. Like, no, you need to know how to set appointments first. I made a video on that, but there's a true high level of expertise that you need to develop in order to make it very far in business. You're not just going to find somebody who magically gives you the keys and everything's beautiful and they're going to make you a ton of money. That's just not how it works. Now, when you have tons of capital behind you, different story, you can hire skilled people, so on and so forth. But when you're just starting out, not the case. Now, number two, the role of an entrepreneur cannot be filled by an employee. Like, you can't grow a business. Like, an entrepreneur, that is a job. That's actually a job. There are tasks that need to be done within that job. Like learning how to create marketing methods, create sales methods. These are things that you have to do. Create management methods, all of this. And again, if you have boatloads of money and resources, sure, you can, get people that can build these things for you. But 99% of you people watching my videos, that's not the case for you. So you have to do it yourself. There's a job that you have to do. And then, even then, at that point in time, you're leveraging money. You either have to leverage your skills in the beginning or money later on, or skills and time in the beginning or money later on. And until you have money, you need to leverage your skills and time. If you don't have skills, you need to create time, use time. So you're not just going to hire some VA and then they're going to write you a cold email script that works. So they're going to make an intro call process that works. So they're going to make a sales process that works. That's just not how it works early on. Again, when you're starting with nothing or close to it. I mean, think about all the skills that you need to develop, right? There's marketing, there's sales, there's product, there's customer support, and then there's recruiting and management. But just in all of those categories alone, there are multiple other skills that you need to develop within each of these things. Again, or acquire the resources to get people who can do them for you, which again, you don't have. So hard truth, nobody's doing your job for you. Just because you're starting your own business doesn't mean, I just hired 3 guys. There's a guy, he runs a business. He does almost nothing. He just hired a couple guys and it's working. It's in cases that is true, right? But at the same time, a lot of people develop referral business over time and you're just seeing a glimpse of what actually happened. Maybe their lawn care business is 7 years old and they have a bunch of referral clients. Maybe they just bought the business, made their money somewhere else, bought the business is running on its own. And yeah, there are 3 guys who do stuff for him and the business makes money. But even then, how much money is the business making if the guy has no idea what he's doing? 30 grand a year in profit? Great, but 30 grand a year in profit? Now, number 3, skill building takes what feels like forever until it kicks in and the compounding catches up. Then you grow at warp speed. So you're going to have to sit there and learn how to write cold emails and learn how to book intro calls. And I've taken well over probably 3,000 intro calls at this point between my business and doing intro calls for realtors. It's kind of a hard truth, but you gotta get good at a lot of things, man. It takes a long time. So all you can really do is just chip away at this stuff and keep doing it until one day you kind of get to the other side and you're like, whoa, like these skills are crazy compounding. Now you're in a position where I'm in where, I've got a guy that does all my client service. I've got a girl that does all my appointment setting. I'm getting sales reps starting at the end of this week. All I really have to do is run my ads and make sure the calendar's full, and then I just make money. And then you're in a position where you're able to do like a 4 to 5 hour work week. Maybe it's 10, whatever. I'm obviously going to go and, make things better. But it took me 3 years for all these skills to catch up, even 3.5, because I started working with realtors in person in August of 2019. Now it's May 2023. Now, SMMA was really hard until there were 5 certain things that I learned that helped me go from 3K per month in my agency to now pushing about 100K per month. There's going to be a video on your screen, I think here. Click that. Is it there? It's on one of these sites. Click that, watch it. That's going to fill you in on what those 5 things were so that you can just learn and make mistakes faster than I did, or learn from my mistakes and avoid mine.